How to build confidence and self-esteem. How are you guys? I am divorce and relationship coach Nicole Knox, and today we're going to be discussing how to rebuild our confidence and self-esteem. And that is crazy because that is something that I struggled with very heavily after my divorce, was my self-confidence and my self-esteem. Towards the end of my divorce and during my divorce and probably majority of my marriage, I had struggled with low self-esteem and I had no confidence, and it was terrible. And one of the things, you know, when you have low self-esteem and low confidence and low value in yourself, you accept treatment, terrible treatment, you look bad. At some point it was like I didn't even care what I looked like. Like my hair was all over my head. I didn't take care of myself health-wise or weight-wise. I took a bath and I did a little something here and there, but it was just my confidence in me and what type of woman I was. It was just really, really low. So today we're going to be discussing on how to change all of that and get that sexy back, that spark, that, that little hey. And I'm going to tell you how I did it. So first things first, I want to say it was hard for me to pull things. I couldn't say, how they say, oh, I'm beautiful, oh, I'm sexy, things like that. I couldn't say those type of things because I didn't believe those type of things. And then when I looked in the mirror, I didn't look sexy. One of the problems that I had was, yes, I was 180 pounds, but I was like a sloppy 180 pounds. And then I had stretch marks, and then I had just had a baby, and I had cut off all my hair. So all those things, I couldn't say those things like, oh yes, I'm sexy and all that kind of. I couldn't do that because I didn't feel those things. What I had to do to say to myself that I knew was in fact true was, I am a good person. I am a good mom. So first things first, write down, make a list of all the things that you know, for a fact that you are. That without a shadow of doubt in your mind, you can't nobody tell you anything. You know for a fact to be true that if they said to you like, yeah, right, and or they say anything, you'd be like, girl, please. Yes, the fuck I am. I am that bitch. I might not be that bitch in this area, or I might not be a goddess or a queen in this area, but in this area over here, I am a goddess. I am a queen in this area. You can't nobody beat me in cooking, or can't nobody beat me or say I'm not a good mom, or can't nobody say this about me in this area. The more confidence that you raise about yourself in that area starts to fix this area. Second thing, prayer and meditation. If you don't do it, you don't believe in it, I recommend that you start with meditation. Only because meditating to me made me feel good. Reading the Bible made me feel good. Reading books made me feel better about myself because it made me feel like I cared about me. And that's what was important, that I didn't want to sit in that place, that I wanted to be better. So meditating, reading a self-help book, or reading the Bible, those raised my energy about myself. And with me talking myself up in the things that I knew to be true, helped me to work on the things that I was very unsure about. The third thing that I recommend, I am not a gym person. I'm not a gym person. I am a go get plastic surgery type person. Because when I worked out, at one point in time, I was big. Again, I was well, I'm actually bigger now than I was back then, but again, it was sloppy. And when I worked out, I had this extra skin, and I went to the doctor and they were like, yeah, you lost all your weight, but you still have loose skin here. There's nothing you could do about the loose skin once you lose the weight. So I got it cut off, and I'll do a video on that on my fitness page that I'm starting. I am an advocate of, if you want it, go get it. Go get that mommy makeover. Go get lipo. Go get it. Now, also, I am an advocate of go to the gym, because right now with COVID, I am under a lot of stress. You know, everybody's under a lot of stress with COVID. And lately I'm noticing that me going to the gym every day and taking, because currently right now, I'm going to be very honest, I'm 209 pounds. So I'm a lot heavier than I was back then when my confidence was lower, but my self-esteem is higher now with me being heavier. I'm also one of those people that suffer from, I think it's called body dysmorphia, where I have very low self-esteem when I'm thinner than when I do when I'm heavier. I feel more confident and more sexy heavier than I did when I was skinny. And even though it's unhealthy for me to be this size, and I'm working on it, I'm also am very conscious and aware that me being the smaller size brings my self-esteem down. So, I'm also a very big advocate of, again, going to the gym. For me right now, I take it out of my head to continue to go to the gym, because I used to look at going to the gym as, oh my God, my legs are going to get skinny and I'm going to go back to that skinny, disproportioned, frumpy girl that I was when I was younger. And I'm going to be very skinny with these big boobs. And right now I have a big boobs and I have a big butt. And so to me, it's proportionate, where before it was a big boobs and a nice size butt, but my boobs were really big, and then I had to have a breast reduction. So my body just looked all out of whack, and I was just always very uncomfortable. So at this size, I'm very comfortable. And with me going to the gym, I have to tell myself I'm in the gym not to lose weight or get it in my mind that, okay, because I'm exercising, I'm automatically going to lose all this weight and then I'm going to be back to that skinny, low self-esteem woman. No, I'm in the gym, and I have to remind myself, I'm in the gym. Yes, I'm working out an hour a day, but I'm in the gym because I'm reducing my stress. I'm in the gym because I'm relieving my stress. There's a lot going on, and it makes me feel good to go and run off all the stress and cardio or do a class. So I try to change the narrative, because if I went to the gym and I started saying, oh my God, I'm going to lose weight, I won't go to the gym and I won't do it. So for me, what I recommend to all you moms out there, gym or go get plastic surgery. And I want, not all everybody that looks the same. Like, I've had plastic surgery. I had 2 tummy tucks, and I had a breast reduction, and I had a BBL, and I've gained a ton of weight since all of that. So not everybody looks the same, and that's a lot of work to keep your body looking like that. So I don't want you to be like, oh, you have plastic surgery and we all look the same, because we don't. We all don't have that hourglass figure. Everybody's body is different. But I recommend do whatever feels good for you. If getting a nip tuck, and if anybody wants to know, to me, I feel like I look amazing. But you can go to my Instagram and look at pictures. I have a very flat stomach. Now, you know, again, I have a big boobs, and I have a humongous butt, so it makes it seem like I'm a lot heavier than what I am. But again, so the third thing, gym or get a nip tuck. The 5th thing that I would recommend, anybody that you know for a fact is going to say something negative about you or make you feel negative about yourself, I don't care whether it's family, friends, your significant other, those people you must exit those people out of your life. One of the hardest things I had to learn, especially in relationships and with family, is those are the people that can hurt you the most and bring you down the quickest with their opinion and their thoughts. And I need to say this, not family and sometimes your significant other, they do not have your best interests at heart. And I think that's very difficult to realize or understand, because they're your family or they're your significant other. Your significant other could want you to secretly fail too. So could your family. And a lot of people that, you know, especially women, in regards to low self-esteem or low confidence, it's their significant other too that's tearing them down. You know, my significant other, when I was married, my ex-husband, he tore my self-esteem down because of all the negative things that he would say to me every day. And a lot of people will say like, oh girl, you shouldn't, those people should not have that much power and blah, blah, blah. But the truth of the matter is they do. If you're one of those people where your significant other or your family does not have that power over you, kudos to you. But normal people, the opinion of what your significant other thinks about you matters. So here, if I, you know, one of the hardest things for me was I would put on lingerie. And mind you, I was a lot smaller than what I am right now. I would put on lingerie, or I would try to send him a sexy pic, or, you know, and nothing. I would go get my hair done, or I would go get my nails done, and I would get all dolled up, and he wouldn't even bat his eye. And that was pretty much our entire marriage. And I always had to question on whether or not I was actually really sexy, because I'm like, the man that I'm trying to be sexy for doesn't really say I'm sexy to all these other men that are not my, at the time, my husband, but to my husband I'm not sexy, so I'm really not sexy. And then I had to learn, once my marriage was over, that no, I just wasn't sexy to him, but I'm actually a very beautiful woman to myself. And then I had to learn, like, what does it matter? All that matters is what you think about you. And now I'm in a place where I'm sexy to me. I have a beautiful smile to me. I don't care what this camera says, because I feel like every time I get in front of the camera or I take a picture, it adds 50 pounds to me. But I know in person, I'm a lot smaller than what this camera is saying. So I tell myself, I don't care about these extra things that's going to be negative. What do I know to be true? And what I know to be true is that I'm a very beautiful woman. I am a very sexy woman to me. And I love me. Another thing is, number 6, stop looking at social media. Stop. Every woman is different. All different shapes, sizes. They look different. Makeup is different. Makeup looks different on everybody. Not everybody likes makeup. Don't let social media tell you you're not beautiful. Because there's so many beautiful. All you women, all you queens are beautiful in your own way. And it shouldn't. And I know we look at social media and like, they got better clothes. I've been there. I used to say, oh, they got better clothes than me. And oh, you know, I have this mom belly and I have these back rolls. I still say it about myself. I have these rolls on my back that I got to get rid of. And I'm still working on. I know when I'm gaining a lot of weight because the double chin comes back. And then social media says we got to be at size 5. Girl, bye. I don't want to be. I used to be so skinny. I had to have children to gain weight. I never want to be small ever again. I love being a plush pillow or a BBW, and then the BBW community doesn't even consider me a BBW. But I love being medium thick. I love it. I don't want to be thin and skinny. Now, that's not to say I want rolls on my back. I don't. But the truth of the matter is I'm still beautiful with them. And I want y'all to realize that social media is also very fake. I personally don't know how to edit my pictures and contour them. I'm not finna do all that. I don't even have the time to do all that. But a lot of that is what's going on. Them women have cellulite. They got stretch marks. They got all kind of stuff done to their picture that they posted on the internet to look good. And I'm not gonna lie, if you go to my social media at I am Nicole Knox, you're gonna see that I'm not doing all that. Because I have to be able to show the real me. And the real me, I have cellulite, I have rolls, and I embrace all of them. Yes, I'm also getting in the gym to work on those, but that's the realistic version of me that I'm not photoshopped. And I don't want to show the world this fake representation of me of being photoshopped, because that's not true. And a lot of those women, it's photoshopped. So don't look at social media. And then another thing that I recommend, and I'm going to be very honest with you and very open and very transparent. I'm more confident naked than I am with clothes on. Like, for some reason, certain clothes, again, like I said, they make me look bigger than what I really am. And then it doesn't really show off my figure the way that I wanted to show off my figure. So for me, I'm more confident nude than I am with clothes on. So I recommend a lot of looking at yourself in the mirror naked and just being grateful for every part of your body. Be grateful for the stretch marks, because if you had children, they bore children. I look at my daughter's body all the time, and all of my daughters they have immaculate, beautiful bodies, and they're very thin, they're very model-like bodies. But then I noticed that my daughters also have stretch marks. So stretch marks, and they have cellulite. And today I seen a beautiful woman. She was very thin, and she was coming out of Target, and I noticed that she had she had cellulite going all the way up her butt. And I'm like, cellulite and stretch marks, it doesn't play no favorites, okay? It doesn't matter what size you are, or, it's skin. It's just how your skin reacts. That doesn't make you less beautiful. And so getting in the mirror naked and being grateful that you have hair, grateful that you have eyes, grateful that you have skin, grateful that you have your arms and your fingers and your toes, and that you have breasts and that you have boobs, and grateful that for the things that you do have, you'll begin to fall more in love with you. One of the biggest compliments that I get from men that I have dated is, oh, you're so confident. Like, you're so confident. Especially when I'm being intimate. Because again, that's my sanctuary. I'm more confident naked. And they're like, you're not afraid. You're not hiding your body. You're not covering no areas. You're not talking bad about it. It's because I've learned to fall in love with what I thought were flaws was really not flaws. It was just me being me and my body changing. And, if I wanted to change it back differently, again, like I said, the gym and a nip tuck. And I had to learn to embrace me. And I made a very much decision. If whoever I was with was not willing to embrace me, or they had a problem with the way I looked or with the way I dressed, I wasn't going to date them. That is a non-negotiable. If I can't wear my hair in curls, or if I can't wear my makeup, or if I can't wear my sexy dresses, or if you have a problem with this, or you don't like this part of my body, then you weren't the one for me. And I want you guys to get that in your mind. Like, if a man or a family member, again, has any problems with what your body looks like, or they're talking about you, then those are the people that you don't need in your life. Because your self-esteem is going to and your confidence is going to always be low. Always. You can't raise your vibrations or raise your confidence or your self-esteem in negative situations. You just can't. It's impossible. You have to get away from those people. You have to get those people out of your life. And another thing, another thing that I feel like it's a big thing in social media, and I see why, is if you have a significant other, boyfriend, or a girlfriend that's liking other people's pictures, but they never like yours, then you start to kind of compare yourself and say, oh, dang, those women look better than me. That's the reason why he doesn't like my pictures or stuff like that. And I want to say, yeah, like, get that significant other out of your life, only because you want to be held in high regard and held in high esteem as well. And I know we shouldn't be looking at likes. It's not the likes that's the problem. It's that they're not liking your pics. You know, who cares? It's social media. I like male pics all the time. Like if a man looks good and I'm on social media and I'm scrolling, I'm going to hit like. I'm like, wow, it's a good looking man. But at the same time, I'm also telling my significant other how amazing he is and how sexy he is and how good looking he is. And oh my God, babe, that was a good outfit. So if you're not, and I also like his pictures on the internet when he posts one. So if it's not reciprocated in those ways, let it go. And only you can communicate and say, you know what, for me, yes, it's self-confidence, but I feel like you're not, and I know we shouldn't be validated. One thing I've learned, that once I built up my self-esteem and my confidence, my need to be validated kind of went away, because I didn't need to be validated. I didn't need you to tell me that I was beautiful. At the same time, though, I felt a little bit, I feel like with that social media thing, and then, you know, your partner not cheering you on and all that kind of stuff, but they're cheering others on, yeah, that could potentially bother you. It would bother me in the past. It would bother me. So the whole thing with building your self-confidence and self-esteem, one thing about it that's very sexy on a person is the no longer need the need of being validated. And one of the things that I love about myself now, and I'm going to be very transparent and honest, is when I look at the person that I was in the past, the woman that I was in my past, and people bring out old pictures and people, you know, they talk about that time. I get really emotional because you can see the difference in the women. I don't, like, my old self is, so unrecognizable. And sometimes I feel like I want to give that woman a hug and tell her, like, let me help you get it together. Let me help you reshape. And first you got to get out of this situation, because this situation is terrible and you're wearing it. I'm looking at you and I can see that it's terrible. I can see that you're miserable. You're wearing the misery in your face. You're wearing the misery in your eyes. And I don't like people to really bring up the past. Again, I was way smaller back then than I was. I am now. So the difference was I could tell I was depressed. I could tell that I was miserable. And now I would say, you know, no, there's a lot that didn't tell me you don't have to be this way. So start with the self-confidence, and then, you know, I'm going to do a video on being confident in the bedroom. That's my specialty. Yes, but again, just to recap, write down the things that you know for a fact to be true. And examples could be, oh, I'm a hardworking employee. I get up every day on time. I clean up. It could be anything. Anything that you know for a fact that if somebody, like I said, if somebody were to tell somebody else about you, it would be like, oh yeah, this person is very diligent. Oh, this person is very honorable. Oh, this person is very loyal. And then once you start there and you build on the things that you know to be true, and you continue to congratulate yourself on the things that you know to be true, then it will begin to spark, oh, okay, let me work on these other things. Because if these things are true, then these things need to hurry up and also be true as well. Again, meditate. There's so many meditations and affirmations gurus on YouTube right now, and pick one on self-love, pick one on self-confidence, or you could write it out and say to yourself every day. Third thing, like I said, the gym or plastic surgery, or both, because I've done both. So the gym or plastic surgery. Number 4, get away from significant other and family members that down talk you, that degrade you, that humiliate you. All of that, they have to go. They have to go. Because they're going to always feel that way about you. That's the honest to God truth. They're going to always be there. And you need to be able to tell them, like, you know what? I really don't like that you intentionally tear me down. I don't like it and I don't accept it. And that actually hurts my feelings. I don't like it. And when they say, oh, you're being sensitive, or and I'm like, no, you're being rude and being very disrespectful. So I'm going to cut you out of my life because I'm not going to be torn down by you. And leave it at that. Last but not least, look every day in the mirror and love on you. Be grateful for everything. There's people walking around that had to lose their boobs due to breast cancer. They lost limbs, car accidents. They were part of house fires, all different kinds of things. There's people that are walking around with mutilated bodies, things of that nature. Every day, from the top of your head down to the soles of your feet, be grateful for the body that God gave you. Because it could be worse. There could be somebody out there that wished, hoped, prayed that they had the body that you have, that you complain about every single day, or that you don't like. So every day, practice gratitude on your body. Be grateful for be grateful for the boobs you have, everything, the toenails, everything. Be grateful for it all, because there's probably some people out there that you just wouldn't even imagine. Be grateful for your eyes. It doesn't matter what it looks like. There's people out there that's blind that wish they could see. Be grateful for it. Your skin is not what it should be. You could pile makeup on it. You don't want to pile makeup on it? You go to the dermatologist, drink water, lower your stress. All those type of things is all fixable. But again, let's do this series. Continue watching. Subscribe to my channel. The next thing on this, for this journey of confidence and self-esteem, we are going to talk about being confident and having high self-esteem in the bedroom. Because that's another issue that I don't like that women are struggling with. But y'all let me know in the comments. Have a great day.